Once a fire is extinguished, the work to restore the land begins. Good evening and thanks for watching tonight. I'm Todd Blackington. It was a smoky morning in the southern tip of Bannock County as three separate fires burned near Downey. Officials with the Bureau of Land Management say lightning was the cause of the three fires. Two of those fires were quickly extinguished, but the Cherry Creek fire continues to burn a little bit tonight. At last check, that fire has burned about 18 acres in the mountains between Malad and Downey. Officials expect to have full containment here within the next hour. And as those fires burn, the Bureau of Land Management is working at the scene of the drive-in fire near Pocatello, which has been extinguished now almost a week. Logan McDougall has more on their efforts to restore the land.
The Bureau of Land Management's job isn't just done when the smoke's out of the air and the flames are put out. There's a lot of extensive effort that a lot of times people don't see that goes on behind the scenes after a fire has come through the area.
Part of that immediate effort is removing what firefighters call dozer lines. These were created by bulldozers tearing up the earth to expose bare dirt, providing a break between the fire and the rest of the countryside. Wheeler says that returning the lines to their natural state serves many purposes.
There's an aesthetic portion. No one wants to look at the huge, fire scar of a dozer line behind me. It's really important to reseed the vegetation and make sure that that is looking normal so animals can have, the sources they need for their survival.
Typically, the BLM works to rehabilitate an area for 3 years by reseeding and replanting after it has been scorched by the flames. But Wheeler says that it often takes much longer for an area to return to its pre-fire condition.
Sagebrush takes a while to grow, and so it's going to take years for it to eventually come to the natural state that it was prior to the fire. Same with junipers. You're looking at quite an extent of time before it'll look like it did in the past.
And Wheeler says their efforts now will prevent problems down the road.
When a fire comes through and it burns all the vegetation off the mountainside, there's nothing that kind of slows the water or keeps the dirt from running down the mountain during a storm event. So we want to come in and rehab as much as possible to hopefully get that vegetation growing again to alleviate some of that erosion concern.
The homeowners below the drive-in fire are particularly susceptible to these types of disasters. The BLM in Bannock County will be hosting a meeting to answer questions they may have on August 31st at 7 p.m. at the Bannock County Sheriff's Office in Pocatello. Logan McDougall, KPVI News 6.
Now, the BLM also requests that anyone venturing into the areas that have been affected by fires to stay only on designated routes. Traveling off those routes will hinder the ability of the land to recover.